about to embark on a very exciting topic that is called fear.
Oh yeah, fear. What comes to your mind when you talk about fear?
And one will say it's false evidence appearing real. And some will say,
Exactly.
forget everything and run. Like, run now.
Now, we need to help you, the viewer, right now, to address that fear, that innermost challenge that makes you afraid to run for your dreams, that makes you afraid to follow what you want to achieve. Why does that happen? It happens because there's so many influences around you that ultimately control your being, control how you think, and then they make you think that you cannot succeed in what you want to embark on.
Thank you. And really, these things, they happen because it comes from your background. Your background says a lot about how you feel about certain things in life, because if you feel that you have been living in a comfortable space, then it's very easy for you not to want to get out of that space, and that is because you have not been exposed to situations that make you get out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. You know, some people, they're so frustrated about what other people will say or what other people will think if they embark on a certain journey, but they don't come to the completion of that journey. And that brings an element of fear in you, because you are like, these people will laugh at me. These people will think I'm a failure. These people, So ultimately, your fear is embedded around what other people think about you. But then I'm going to ask you a simple question. What about what you want to achieve? Why do you want to allow people that are not you to dictate or determine what happens to your future?
The way you approach it is quite interesting, because it says a lot of times we look at what other people are going to say. We are concerned about other people's interests, not our interests. And you know what? Everybody, they want to progress in life. So if you're concerned about what other people are going to be saying about your life, then you're not going to be able to start. And more often than not, you'll find that people that are successful in life, they're successful because they decided, I'm going to take this chance and I'm not going to rely on what the next person is saying. I'm going to rely on my instincts about myself, feeling that I can do this. Now, the main issue there is you have to be constantly reminding yourself that you can do it. It is very important that your mindset should always be positive. Every time you look at a challenge, it's important to look at the brighter side, because you know what? You are better off by starting, because somebody is out there sitting back not doing anything about it. But the fact that you know that this is a challenge, you have to acknowledge that. But after acknowledging it, then be ready to start and say, despite everything, I'm going to proceed with this issue.
Oh yeah, that is so fundamental. And what you mentioned earlier on is very, very key. When you get into a situation and you want to embark on a journey, challenging as it is, you must be willing to take the risk. Because fear, it's combined with the element of risk. It's either you are fearful and you stay back, or you're like, let me take the risk. And we're going to tell you the hurtful truth. When you take a risk, it's not guaranteed that you're going to succeed. But if you do not embark on anything, what's guaranteed is you are failing already in that thing, because you are not daring to move a step further. So we're saying to you, the conversations that you have with yourself, because when you tell yourself that you're going to fail, it's actually you talking to you.
You're already telling yourself that I am not going to be able to achieve this. Now we're saying, because we know that's natural. It happens in every one of us. But you have to learn to teach your mind to tell you positive things about yourself.
Exactly.
So that means even if you know that it's the first time that I'm trying to embark on this, or do I feel fit enough? Tell yourself, yes, I'm fit enough and I'm starting on this journey, because the minute you tell yourself, it means you are ready to start it.
Actually, let's relate to a story that, a real life story about ourselves. We started in a media environment. We started some time ago, but we had absolutely no information whatsoever around how to run a media empire.
You say no information whatsoever. You see, that's the interesting part, because a lot of people, they don't want to start because they're like, I don't have this information.
Exactly.
So how am I going to proceed?
Exactly.
You have to acknowledge that yes, there is a beginning, but be ready to research. And another thing, you know why people don't start? They're fearful because they're perfection.
So this is what happens, when you have a dream, the most important thing that you should own is the dream, and then you have the passion, and then you start with whatever you want to start with. You will learn as you go along the way.
Now, coming back to the issue of the media industry, like you're saying, when we started, we had no background whatsoever.
But we loved it. We're like, no, this is exciting.
And another thing we said, somebody has done it.
So if somebody has done it, why can't we?
Then we definitely can do it. You see, that's the issue. When we started again in the media, I love the fact that our first publication, I recall, it had a lot of mistakes.
But we loved it, and we didn't see those mistakes because we were passionate about the paper when it started at that time.
And for us, it was about getting it out there, because that was the first step, getting it out there, having other people appreciate it, because we believed in it. Oh, fear. There's something that goes against fear. If you believe in yourself, that's all that you need. Because believing in yourself, you're saying, I'm going to do this despite. And by the way, expect criticism. I mean, that's exactly what was happening with us. We just told ourselves, yes, we are ready to start. And they will see it, they will talk. And with us, we always say, somebody will talk about you, they'll talk about your product, they'll talk about how bad it has been done. In fact, they will start telling you what you should have done. Ask yourself one thing, what have they done themselves?
If they haven't started.
Yeah.
So if you are fearful and staying in your corner, you're doing exactly what those people are doing. In fact, you find that when you are fearful, instead of getting on your work and doing what you want to do, then you are busy looking at what other people are doing. You are busy critiquing what other people are doing. And that's what makes you not start, because you know already how much you critique other. Exactly. You critique other people all the time. And if you find that I'm always criticizing somebody who starts, automatically you'll feel that you're going to be criticized when you start. So we are very positive minded, When somebody starts something, we look at the positive side of that thing. Why did this person start this project? How is it going to benefit? What are the challenges facing this person? But not because we want this person to fail. And if you project an aura of positiveness inside you, you find that you are able to think positively when other things are supposed to happen.
Precisely.
So in short, the realities of you succeeding. Don't be afraid. Granted, you're going to get criticism. Granted, you're going to get skepticism. Granted, you're going to have people, not liking the product. And it shouldn't be about what they want. It shouldn't be about how they direct your future. It should be about your passion, what you ultimately want to achieve at the end of the day. So we're saying to you, fear is truthful.
Yeah.
In fact, if you're not fearful, then something is not
wrong.
right.
Yeah. Having said that, I think we're done for this session.
Your fear is real. Your fear is good, but your fear shouldn't stop you from succeeding. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You got me, baby, I got your back. Looking at you, thinking about all of the ways that you know me. I can't get enough. We got the future.